Welcome back, everybody. This is the third Frozen 4 practice crit, Farmington, Connecticut. This is the third one of the series of 4. I only did 3 of them this year. That fourth weekend, I ended up doing a gravel race, the Natchog Epic. So be sure and check out that video. This race, kind of slow, easy start right now. Got a lot of these light blue team here. I think it's First Endurance. A lot of them in the group today, so that ends up playing out later. But like usual, just go through this first lap and then kind of jump through the more interesting parts of the race. So the first week, if you watched the video, you saw I got dropped from the group. The second week, did a much better job of staying in the group, but kind of wasted some energy chasing down some breaks. Did not have great positioning going into the last lap. So kind of this week, I'm focusing on, once again, staying in the group, and then just trying to position better going into the final 2 laps. Kind of leaving it up to other people to chase down breaks and flyers, and just kind of trying to conserve energy in the group and ride a little bit better on the wheels. This was the coldest of the 3 races we've done so far, is low to mid 30s. So definitely more bundled up today than previously. Definitely feeling it in the hands throughout the course of this race. Coming into turn 4 here, out of kind of a long, easy downhill, then out of turn 4 here, a little boost of power, and then start this long uphill that has the finish line about 2/3 of the way up it. Not a whole lot happening yet. You can see everybody's kind of going slow right now. Just getting warmed up and trying to figure out what everybody's strategy is. Jumping ahead to lap 4 here, and actually by this point there is already a break up the road. I think it ends up being 2 riders. You can kind of see them in the distance there. I think it was a rider from First Endurance and somebody else. So they are already up the road. I don't want to chase them down. It doesn't really seem like anybody else is really motivated to do so either. So they actually end up staying away for the entirety of the race. You can see there's a 3rd rider kind of in no man's land in between the peloton and the chase group, or in between the peloton and the flyers, but they're about to come back, so it just ends up being those two. Those 2 break away that stay away for most of the day. Jumping ahead a lot further now, lap 8. Things are kind of getting spread out a little bit. Kind of get some gaps opening up here in the front of the group, so I'm just trying to still need to work on doing a much better job of holding the wheel and staying a lot closer. I'm just trying to close this gap a little bit, work my way back up to these front 3 riders that seem to be getting away just a little bit. At this point, the breakaway of 2 riders probably has 15-20 seconds on us at least. For most of the course, they are out of sight. So at this point, we're just kind of racing for 3rd. So I've made it up to this front group of 4, or 6 it looks like, just staying in the wheels, trying to recover a little bit after that effort. can save a lot of energy staying on someone's wheel. They're blocking the wind for you. I think going down the straightaway is actually into a headwind, so it's really important on this stretch of road. You can see a couple of those first endurance riders at the front of the group kind of controlling a little bit. They're not letting us go too fast where we might catch the breakaway. They're still keeping us strung out. Coming into the start of lap 9 here, the group's kind of starting to come back together. Actually, on this day, I had a couple of close calls. One right there, actually. Just getting too close to people. That one, the rider kind of cut me off. Fortunately, nothing really happened. Kind of just rubbed against his spokes. Moved on, but yeah, this race had quite a few of those close calls. Luckily, no crashes or anything, so that was good. Jumping ahead to lap 16 here. 2 laps to go.
I think there's 3 off the track. Yeah, I think so. Doing off on lap 3. We've gone for a while.
In pretty good position right now, actually. Probably about 8-10 wheels off the front. It's kind of a position I want to try and hold for most of these last 2 laps. I don't want to get to the front too early and waste energy. But I also don't want to be too far back where it's going to be impossible to move up when the time is right. Again, just putting my nose in the wind when I really shouldn't be. Have to accelerate out of these corners. Should have accelerated just a little bit sooner to try to keep that gap as minimal as possible. Again, bike racing, it's all about saving energy and using it, riding most efficiently and using your energy at the most important times. Couple flyers going off the front. I think one of those guys does end up staying away for 3rd, which is a great result. I'm still staying with this group. Actually, I think you can see 3rd place just going off the road right there. I'm just staying with this group, trying to hold on to that, 8th, 10th wheel that I've got. I do decide to move up a little bit here. The right side of the road opens up. Decided to use that momentum coming out of that corner to move up a few wheels. And this is kind of my mistake I make coming into the last lap. Moved up too far. You can see how close to the front I am right now. Yeah, too far forward for still almost an entire lap to go. And I definitely spend way too much time on the front for this last lap. So you can see I've got one rider in front of me right now. A rider off the front. A few seconds in front of this guy. I probably should not have pulled through either on that one. But lessons learned. You can see here my heart rate 180, 181. I'm putting down 400 plus watts. Definitely burning some matches here that were not necessary, and should have dropped back a couple wheels and let other people do the work leading into the last stretch of this lap. definitely going at a good speed now. We've got 2 riders up ahead of us. And then, of course, the 2 breakaway riders that have been gone for quite a while in front of them, but we can't even see them at this point. So, like I said earlier, race for 3rd here. We do catch one of these riders. The other one is still away.
Outside.
And again, I'm on the front here, using my momentum coming out of that corner to move up a couple wheels, but that puts me in the wind on the front, headwind on this section. Yeah, I'm just running out of energy and kind of just leading out this group, which was not what I intended to do. Since I was putting down so much speed, I'm in a pretty high gear. So coming out of this corner, if you look at the RPMs there, just really low. My comfortable spinning speed is, 85 to 95. So the gear was just way too hard. I couldn't accelerate fast enough, and yeah, I ended up a little bit further back in the group than I wanted to be, but still a great race, great learning experience. So check back for more. Should have more races throughout the spring. Thanks.